What's going on, guys? It's your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the event boss parade, and we're gonna be going over, guys, the Graeon demonic beast here. We're gonna be going over how to actually clear him on extreme on auto, by the way, in 3 to 4 turns. So a 3 to 4 turn auto team that you guys can actually use here, so that you don't have to manually farm this boss. I know this boss is like one of the more difficult bosses in terms of, you know, actually clearing. There are multiple 2-turn teams as well, but this video is not gonna have Kizuna, it's not gonna have Eris, it's not gonna have any collab characters as well, guys. So that's just something to think about. So yeah, man, this is pretty free to play friendly, I'd say. So if you actually go to the exchange shop here, guys, the reason you want to do it is because there's a lot of things you can get here: SSR pendants, SA coins, anvils. You have the jumping snatch box tickets from it as well. So yeah, definitely something you want to be doing. And so let's go over the team that I actually used on this as well. So if we actually back out here, I already did my clears, by the way, so I have the videos recorded already, but we do have these set teams here. So if we go to this right here, this is going to be the teams. So you have an option here for a DPS. I'm just gonna put the one Escanor here because we do have him on the video, but pretty much, guys, this is going to be the setup. And in terms of what you're gonna be running, you're gonna be running Freyr, you're gonna be running the one Escanor, Transcendent Bond, and then Red Slater. So this is why you're running a team like this, is because Bond is actually going to be a really strong DPS character on this. So he's actually going to do a lot of damage, and he's going to actually be amplified because of the fact that you're running Slater. And the reason why you're running SR Slater here is because of his passive here. It decreases all enemies' crit resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance at the start of the battle. And so what you do is you run a 4-set crit chance, so it doesn't have to be like anything too crazy, but 4-set crit chance, and then you want to reroll the top pieces to be as high crit chance as possible. So you want to make sure these are common pieces as well, so you can actually use gold to re-roll them, but you want to get as high crit chance as you can so that you're able to do pretty much shred the enemy's crit resistance so that you can crit him a ton as well. So that is why you're going to be running Slater right there. He's not going to be really doing damage on the team, but he's mainly there to make it so that Bond, Escanor, and Freyr actually do a ton of damage. And then Bond here, you can run Sario Link if you want, or Maya Link, it doesn't really matter. The one Escanor here, you can actually run Merlin Link or Sario Link if you have Maya Link on Bond. And then Freyr here, you can kind of just run whatever. So this is going to be the main team here that I recommend for people because it's super free to play friendly. Freyr is free through the jumping box. Slater is an SR unit you have to build. Bond is going to be from the festival, but he's the main unit on the festival, so I assume a lot of people have summoned and pulled for him. And then the one Escanor is free through the starter banner as well. So yeah, guys, this is the setup here. Let's actually pull up the video now so you guys can see what the team actually looks like in action. Alright, guys, so I have the video pulled up here. So this is what the team is able to do here. So let's actually skip through into the video here and actually see what we're able to do. So this is going to be the setup. You want to make sure the one Escanor is on the far right, and then Bond is going to be a little bit to the left, and then Slater here, and then Freyr there. And the reason why you want it in this setup is because when we actually get into the fight, you guys will see the way the AI actually uses the cards, and it's actually going to make a difference. So you want to make sure you are on attack food as well. It's going to be very important because you want to do a lot of damage. And by the way, just so you guys know, my Bond is on HP defense, so you guys can have a way better experience if you're running attack crit damage. So if you have an attack crit damage set for Bond for this fight, it's going to be actually very, very important so that you can clear probably faster than me, right? But yeah, as you guys can see, the AI actually decides to use Bond's card first, and then it's going to do the double Escanor card, and you guys can see it's just pretty much guaranteed crits at this point, guys. You guys can see that every skill we use here is just critting, guaranteed crits, and that's because of Slater lowering the boss's crit resistance so that we can actually crit, and we just turn one the first phase on auto. By the way, you guys saw him on auto. If you look at the top right, I'm on auto, you know. So yeah, right here is where it starts to slow down a little bit. Obviously turn 1 we're able to just like one-shot him, but turn 2 is going to take a little bit of time. We're not going to be able to kill him turn 2 unless you get like crazy RNG with your card merges. If you get like some crazy merges with like Escanor or Bond, then maybe you actually can you know, kill him on like turn 2, turn 3. But this is going to be a 3 to 4 turn because of the way you know, it works sometimes, right? So right there he gets block affected. If that happens, that's going to be really good because then he can't attack lower you, right? So if you run Tarmiel Link, you definitely want to run it on like Slater or one of your characters as well, because that's going to make it so that the boss gets block affected and then he can't actually do anything to stop you, right? So right here, Bond's doing a little bit of chip damage as well, and you guys can see we're chipping him down. So this is gonna be what, turn 4. On the next turn we're gonna actually be able to kill him. So yeah guys, this is like fairly consistent, I'd say, with this team, and you can actually run multiple different characters instead of the one Escanor as well, which you guys saw at the beginning of the video. I had Perg Melee there, so I'll show you like what it looks like with the one ultimate and then also with Purgatory Meliodas. But you have a lot of option in terms of characters you can run, and this is just one of the team like variations I would do because it's the most free-to-play friendly. So there we go, boom, just like that, and all on auto, by the way guys, so you don't have to manually do this. This is just completely auto so that you can get the clear. So that's going to be the clear right there. I do have another clear here where we use ultimate Escanor. So this is going to be the setup right here. We just swap, you know, the one Escanor for ultimate Escanor, and it's going to be the exact same thing because you're going to be able to clear super quickly as well. So yeah guys, this is pretty much the team comp right here though, man. Slater, Bond, Freyr, and then you can swap out any DPS Sin character, and that's going to help you get the job done. So you have like ultimate Escanor, the one Escanor, Purgatory Meliodas, I'd say maybe Trader as well. I didn't get to test him out, but I think Trader would be a decent option as well. Yeah, you guys can see it's always going to be a turn 1 no matter what. As long as you have a DPS character in that slot, you should actually be, you know, chilling, right? So there we go, we get the kill. And then we move into the second phase here, and I think the second phase, depending on your card RNG, can actually take a decent amount of time, man. But if you get really good card RNG, then it shouldn't be too long to actually beat it, right? It's gonna actually take not too long. So yeah, man, this is pretty much what the fight does though. You just auto it, and you're bringing Freyr mainly because on the second phase, guys, if you don't know, the Graeon boss does some ignites, and that's actually gonna lower your or he's actually gonna increase his HP and get damage reduction for every ignite on you know, like our team, right? So if you have Freyr, you completely block out the ignites, and so you don't have to really deal with that. So that's pretty much what this team is capable of, and what it's able to do. And so as you guys can see here, this is pretty much what you're doing here. You're just like leaving it on auto, and the team is just gonna clear through. And it's really a team here that you can just make and then just like sit back and like do something else on your phone, or you could do something else on your PC, whatever. Like this is just like the easy auto teams, guys. So this is what I recommend, man. This is how you go about it. So it's gonna be like a 3 to 4 turn team here. So that's what they're able to do. Okay, let me show you guys the Purgatory Melee video now. So we'll be able to do that. So yeah, Purgatory Melee. With Purgatory Melee, I actually did move him as well. We put him in this slot instead of this slot like Escanor, because Melee is actually going to be able to get attack related up, and that's actually going to help him as well. So let's let me not skip too much into the video. Okay, back up. So we load in. Right, so the AI is actually going to do the Slater card, right? It's going to do Bond card, Slater card, Bond card, and then Purgatory Melee card right there at the end. So you can see here, Bond's getting all these crits because of Slater. We drop that. We do the single target right there, which is going to do a lot of damage. But remember, guys, I'm on HP defense. If you guys are on attack crit damage, you're going to do a lot better than me. So right there, we actually don't kill first turn with the Purgatory Melee team like we do with the Escanor teams. But the difference is that we can actually get attack related up with Melee, and the second phase will be a lot quicker than like the Escanor comps, right? So that's what you're able to do with this team pretty much. So there we go. Melee gets stunned right there, which actually works out in my favor really well, because what happens is that since Melee got stunned, he doesn't actually use his cards this turn, and so Freyr's gonna, you know, pretty much chip him down. And then the second phase here, Purgatory Melee is just gonna go crazy. So if a situation like this happens where you get stunned, that's perfectly fine. As long as you have your attack related up already with Purg Melee, then he's gonna be able to do a ton of damage on the second phase. But right here, you know, it's gonna be on auto, so he does pretty much all the Purgatory Melee cards. And yeah, it's a lot of damage, man. If you have him on attack crit, you're going to be doing a lot. Already doing more than half of his health. So this is a 3 turn right here with the Purg Melee comp. Because we weren't able to actually like kill on this turn. So this is like turn 2. But the following turn we do kill, which you guys can see he's like super low anyway. So yeah, man, this is the team, guys. I hope this team is able to help you guys out. Remember, you have to make the crit chance gear for Slater, but bear in mind you can make R gear crit chance, so you can reroll the stats, and it doesn't need to be anything too crazy. But these are going to be the teams that I like to run here for the boss, and they're going to be auto free-to-play friendly teams as well. You know what I mean? You have the one Escanor, the one ultimate Purg Melee. you know, as the options you can swap out, and then Transcendent Bond, Slater, and then Freya are going to be the characters you have to run as well. So that's pretty much that, guys, for the video right there. I hope this was helpful and you guys learned something for the Graeon boss, because I think the Graeon is one of the more difficult bosses for sure, but if you have a team in this manner, you definitely can clear it within 3 to 4 turns consistently on auto. So I hope this is helpful, guys. That's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.